The Federal Reserve of the United States recently made news when it said something about using XRP. Senior Vice President David Andelfato from the Federal Reserve Branch in St. Louis has talked about how Ripple in it could be used to handle payments. It has been stressed that Ripple in it relies on XRP to make these transactions possible. For example, David Antifolti said that the Fed might give payment duties to a party like Ripple. This move, if it happens, points to a big rise in the value of XRP. It could hit the $10,000 level. It's also important to remember that the Federal Reserve's move doesn't come as a surprise. A few weeks or maybe a month ago, the Federal Reserve made a formal statement recognizing that XRP and XLM could help improve the blockchain part of their FedNow payment service. Ripple is getting a lot of attention because it is known for its open source technology for financial transactions and its creative ways to make cross-border payments. Adding Ripple's technology to the FedNow payment service is expected to be a major reason why XRP's value soars to unimaginable heights. Hello, Moneyside family, we're your go-to place for all things XRP. Before we start, please hit the like button, subscribe, and notifications to become a part of our group. Also, once we reach 60,000 followers, we'll be giving away a huge amount of XRP. There are only 3 easy steps you need to take to put in your bid. So make sure you do all of those things. Leave a comment with the hashtag Moneyside to make sure you get a spot. Let's get right to today's subject. We're focusing on Ripple's partnership with the Federal Reserve, which was made official on the federalreserve.gov website. In its first part, the Faster Payment Task Force approached a study called the U.S. Path to Faster Payments names Ripple as a key player in the Federal Reserve's work on payment solutions. The report talks about Ripple's unique ability to make real-time foreign payments possible. Usually these kinds of transfers take 2 to 4 days and are hard to track and understand fees for. Ripple changes this by letting you see the full state of payments and fees, as well as settling them instantly. Then we find out that Ripple and the Federal Reserve have expanded their partnership to include funds within the United States. There's a lot of evidence to back this, and viewers can pause it. A very important part of the study talks about how central banks like the Bank of England, the Federal Reserve, and the Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority work with Ripple to improve the domestic payment system. Another interesting thing about the study is that it talks about Ripple Labs innovations at the most basic level of payment processing, with a focus on providing a free global real-time settlement infrastructure. The Federal Reserve plans to adopt and use Ripple's decentralized peer-to-peer settlement framework, which means that it will replace current methods for sending money. Looking back, there were early signs of this change. The Ripple logo was shown heavily during a Federal Reserve segment on Fox News about exploring a digital US about a year ago. Also, the Federal Reserve Board, the Bank of International Settlements BIs, the International Monetary Fund IMF, and the Bank of International Settlements BIS have added Ripple to their list of operating in the shadows partners, which shows that they are interested in Ripple's technology. The Bank of International Settlements BIS is in charge of a lot of the world's money. This becomes clear as you learn more about the fascinating world of global banking. The fact that Ripple has entered this field is an important move. This is what the Department of the Interior said, using words from senior lawyer Jess Chan at the Frederickshire Board of Governors. Jess, who used to be Ripple's Deputy General Counsel, is said to be leading this effort. For people who like to know the little things, there's a lot to unpack here, and it all fits together pretty well. Yes, but that's only the beginning. What I'm about to say could shock a lot of you. The Federal Reserve recently warned that banks could lose money because of rising interest rates and pressures in the real estate market. It's interesting that they've been talking about this with a number of partners since early March. XRP also looks like it will be used by BRICS in the EU. The European Union has even said that XRP will be the digital euro, with the XRP ledger being used to handle wealth exchanges. Several stories back up this claim, indicating that XRP's value is about to go through the roof. A well-known expert says it will go up to $500.50 in the short term and could hit $10,000 as it spreads around the world. This idea was credited to Arthur Brito, an early member of Ripple. As we watch the movie, it's clear that the story of XRP is changing quickly. The ECCVS Ripple case is over, and now the BRICS countries have decided to work with Ripple to build their central bank's digital currencies on the XRP system. Breaking news suggests that this central bank digital currency backed by BRICS will be a major global financial tool. There is proof of Ripple's large network in all 5 BRICS countries, which we will look into in more detail. Let's begin our trip in Brazil, where a very important event has happened. Brazil has started a revolutionary crypto on-demand liquidity service with the help of Ripple. The country's financial technology environment has taken a big step forward with this project. The next country we'll talk about is Russia. A lot of evidence shows that President Putin has changed his strategy to move away from the petrodollar and the USD. Since SWIFT decided not to let Russia use its payment system, there has been a clear shift toward Ripple Labs. What is the goal? To make a Russian central bank digital currency CBDC on the XRP system. This move not only goes against the SWIFT ban, but it also takes advantage of the fact that the XRP ledger is decentralized, which means Russia can still be a part of global banking. When we turn our attention to India, we see that Ripple is at the center of yet another important project, the Digital Rupee Initiative. This project is a big step forward for India on its way to becoming a global CBDC. All of this is based on technology from Ripple Labs. That's not the end of the story, though. China has also joined the fight. They are working with Ripple to get into the world of digital currencies issued by state banks. This relationship shows that Ripple is becoming more important in the world of finance. The story is the same in Africa. The 2022 African blockchain study shows how CBDCs are becoming more important on the XRP ledger all over the continent. The study says that South Africa and more than a dozen other African countries have chosen to use Ripple and XRP for their payment methods. This wide use of the ledger shows how important it is becoming in Africa's banking system. Finally, XRP was named as one of the best digital assets for payment services in a recent study by the BRICS group. With this support from BRICS, XRP is even more solidified as a major player in the world of digital currencies. There have been a lot of price predictions for XRP lately because of recent events. Some of these predictions caught our attention. When top financial experts say that XRP will be worth $500.50, it makes sense to do a lot of study. Our research took us to an interesting source, ChatGPT, a well-known AI bot. This AI pointed out that the value